In this video, what we are going to do is we are creating the background to generate or create an alignment within this surface. So before that, I have to tell you we are still on the import land XML drawing. So we imported the surface and we set the surface style to border only, but we haven't saved the drawing. So I will save the drawing from here, or otherwise you can do it from here. Initially we used save as option. Now since we are in this drawing, we will use the save option. You can use this option, or else you can use this option, save. So I will use it here, save. So this drawing will be saved. So in any time if you want to exit from the drawing, you can save the drawing and exit from the drawing and reopen the drawing in a later time. So since we have saved this drawing, I will save as this new drawing. Save as this drawing for a new work, that means to create alignment. So I rename the drawing as create alignment and click save. So now in this drawing, what we are going to do is we are going to create an alignment. Right. Now, before creating an alignment, we want to know the topo survey of this area. Even though we have a surface, you can't see any topo survey details. So to get that, we want to external reference the topo survey as we did in a previous video. So to do that, I will type express in here, then press enter. So the express manager will be opened. From here, I click the drop down here and go to attach drawing, and in my data folder, in the field pages data folder, I have topo survey drawing. I will select that and click open to access the drawing. So make sure you don't have any of these options checked. They should be unchecked and you have to click OK. So your surface topo survey will be appeared inside the surface. So I will click this one and close that. So what we have to do is you have to create an alignment within this surface area, because that is the area we have the survey data. Currently we have existing road within this survey area. So what we are going to do is we are creating an alignment very close to the center line of the existing road. So the center line means this line. You can see throughout the drawing you have the center line. So what we will going to do is we are going to create an alignment thinking to coincide with this existing center line. We cannot 100% coincide this thing, but we can make this as same as possible. So when you are creating an alignment, you need to know what kind of a road you are going to create or what kind of a road you are going to design. Those data should be given to you, otherwise you don't know what kind of the data someone needs. So you have to request that data from the person who required a road from you. In this, I have prepared a small data sheet where you have the road data. So I will show it to you so that you can get an idea what kind of a road we are going to design in the next few minutes on this video. So this will be your road design summary. You have to design a road which is a two-lane, two-way road. So two-lane, two-way means you have two lanes and one side for one direction, the other side for other direction. That is what we call two-lane, two-way road. So your design speed would be 60 kilometers per hour. Then your lane width would be 3.5 meters. Hard shoulder would be 1 meter. Soft shoulder would be 1 meter. Terrain type would be a flat terrain. And I assume that you have to do this like a local RDA road, two-lane, two-way road. So you have to use RDA design guidelines. You have to follow RDA design guidelines to create this road. So when creating the road, you have given a pavement design thickness. There is a part you need this one in road designing. So you need this pavement design value. It is given as bearing cost 50 mm, binder cost 50 mm, base cost 200 mm and sub base cost 250 mm. So we will be going to use this data later in the Civil 3D video. Now we will move on to the drawing again. So we have to remember that we are going to create a road which is 60 kilometers per hour design speed, and it is a two-lane, two-way road, and we have to follow the lane width and hard shoulders applied here. So now I am again inside the drawing. Now we are going to create an alignment, but before that I have to tell you, you have to do a lot more things if you are going to do a real world example, because you have to go to the site, you have to identify the constraints and identify the key locations, and you have to place the alignment to satisfy all those needs. But here what we are going to do is we are just looking at the topo survey and place the alignment for the sake of this exercise. Now to create the alignment, you have to go to Home tab. Then you have this alignment here. Go there, click the drop down, go to Alignment Creation Tools. Alignment Creation Tools. Click that. Then a small window will be appearing which is Create Alignment Layout. So the name of your road would be, let us say, Design Road. Then for the type would be Centerline. For the description, let us say two-lane, two-way road. Then again you can say L width equals 3.5, hard shoulder equals 1 meter, and top shoulder equals 1 meter. If you like, otherwise you can just make this blank. So your starting station would be 0 here. So if you are designing an existing road at a middle section of a road, so if the station or the chainage of that location or the length up to that point is, let us say, 5 kilometers, you can start from 5 here, typing 5 here. So these are given in thousand, which you go start at 5th kilometer, you have to just type 5 here, 5 plus 0, 0, 0 to indicate 5 kilometers. So at the moment we think we are starting from zero station. Now you don't have to worry about the side condition here. What you have to do is get this alignment style, which should be new road design style. Then alignment labels, it would be new road alignment minor and major, minor and geometric points. Then you have to click OK. This kind of a small toolbar will be appeared here. So then what you have to do is you have to create the road according to the existing center line. We are trying as much as possible to follow the existing center line. So what I am doing here is I am going to identify the straight sections first and create curves in the middle. So first I come here, I draw fixed line 2 points, fixed line 2 points option, I get the fixed line 2 point option. Then I go here, I place the mouse close to the center line and I click. Then a line would be starting to appear. Then I drag the line until it is going to be very much straight. So I will stop somewhere here. Now I have one part of the straight. So it is okay to have them here. And one more thing I have to tell you, it seems like this is very small. The stations are very small. So you can do one thing you can do is you can change the scale. You can change the scale here. Usually we are working with a scale of 1:1000. 1:1000. So then you will get a more viewable view of the drawing. The these labels getting more clear now. Now I have create one section of the road. Sometimes it will go outside. So if you think you need to change it, you can just drag it here and you can change it like that. So it seems like you have a curve in this area and a straight in this area. So what I am going to do is I will create another straight here. Yeah, I see like there's a straight. Okay. Now I have to place a curve in between these two straights. So I have one straight here, I have one straight here. So I will be placing a curve within this area. So I go here, then I go to this option, free curve select between two entities through point. I click that one. Then in the command bar it is asking select first entity. That means the select first part of the road. This is the first part. Then it is asking the next entity. Next entity would be this one. Then I have to click here. So I have to move my cursor. You will see small curve, blue color curve will be appearing somewhere when you click the mouse button. So once it is okay, you press enter. So if you feel this should be changed somewhat, you can even do the changes after the alignment is created. So far we have created a straight, then a curve, and then a another straight. You can see the labels of the road are automatically placed along this alignment. So it is starting from 0 up to this point. We have a road about 488 meters long. Again, now I am going to create a new straight which I can see it from here to here. So I go to this option, 6 line 2 points. Then I select somewhere here and I select somewhere here which I see like I am getting a curve. Then I press enter to stop that one. You can see the stationing or the changes are not continuing to this point because this area is discontinuous. So that one is okay. We have to add a new curve here. Again I go to curve option, see curve fillet between two entities, 2 points. Then I is asking in the command line select first entity. I select this blue red color line. Click that red color line. Then it is asking the next entity. I will select this red color line. Then it is asking a place where my curve goes. So I can choose a place where my curve supposed to go. Just say I am picking somewhere here. Now up to this point I have created some part of my alignment. Then I see there's a big curve within this area where I have to be more careful of because I don't know whether I can cover it with one curve radius or whether I have to use a compound curve. So this time I will do some kind of a different approach. Rather than getting a new straight here and connecting this one, what I do is I go here and I use this option, floating curves, more floating curves from entity end through point. I click here, then it is asking select entity to attach to. This is the entity where we going to attach the new curve. I click here, then so you can see I can't go in the same curve with one radius, so I have to stop somewhere here. Let us say I will stop somewhere here. Then I go with a straight, looks like a straight is there. So I use this. Now I can't use 6 line 2 points because it is end of a curve. So I have to use floating line from curve 2 point. When there is nothing at the start, when there is nothing at the start of an entity, you can use fixed entities. If there is something at the start or something at the end, you have to use floating entities. Especially if you have something at the start of the entity, you have to go for a floating entity. Since we have a curve at the start, you have to go to floating line option. You can remember here at this point I went to floating curve option because I had a straight here. In this I used floating free curve fillet option because I had entities both sides of this entity. Because that means when I draw this curve, I had this straight at the start I had this straight at the end, so I go with free curves. That means you have constraint at both sides. For floating curves or floating lines, you have constraint at one side. So here you have to go to a floating line because you have a constraint at the starting side, and the inside we don't have any constraint. So I go here, floating curve from through point. Then it is asking select the entity to attach to. So I select this one. Then it is asking what is your endpoint. So I will be selecting somewhere here. So it is hard to select because of the curve type. So sometimes it may we have to go outside the curve. Let us say we will stop somewhere here. It's like we are getting a very sharp curve. Now then again I will go with the floating curve option, or otherwise I can use this. First I can use this straight section. I can create this straight section. Since I am creating it from here to here, I don't have any constraints, so I can go with the fixed line 2-point option. I create it here and I click somewhere here at the end, then press enter. Now my end is okay. Now I have to have a free curve here, free curve select here. Then I go here, go free curve select between two entities, 2-point. I select this one as my first entity and select this one as my second entity, and I have my curve somewhere here like this. It is not readily following the existing road center line, so I will make it as much as possible. So you can see here I have a very sharp I have a compound curve here turning at the same direction and with a small straight in between. So I will try to modify this in the coming video. So up to now we have created an alignment. Actually this is a kind of trial alignment. We don't follow any standard. We just create the alignment according to the road. Now in the next video we will see how to modify the alignment according to the design standards.